There's a certain magnetic charm older men can have: confidence, life experience, emotional depth. These are qualities that can draw younger women in almost instantly. But here's the twist. Even the most confident older man can unknowingly sabotage his own attractiveness with just a few small habits. And often, those habits are so subtle that you won't notice them until it's too late. In this video, I am going to reveal 4 specific things older men do that younger women secretly hate, the kinds of behaviors that can quietly push her away, no matter how much she liked you at first. And trust me, by the end of this, you might recognize yourself in more than one of them. So, stay with me until the very last second, because the 4th one is something most men never realize they're doing until she's already lost interest. Welcome to Be Feminine, the channel where we decode psychology, attraction, and relationships so you can understand women on a deeper level without games, without manipulation, just real human connection. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you never miss the insights that can change how women see you forever. Now, let's get right into it. Picture this: a younger woman meets an older man and she's instantly drawn in. He's calm, he's confident, and there is a sense of stability that feels refreshing compared to the chaos she is used to from guys her age. But slowly, something changes. Little comments, small choices, and repeated patterns start to chip away at that initial attraction. She won't always tell you, but she feels it. And when younger women feel turned off in this way, they rarely give second chances. Why? Because they expect an older man to know better. They assume you've lived enough life to avoid the behaviors that make her lose respect, admiration, or desire. And that is why even one of these habits can be enough to shift her view of you from irresistible to forgettable. One of the most common and surprisingly damaging habits is slipping into a teacher or dad mode when talking to her. You might think you're just sharing wisdom or guiding her, but to a younger woman, it can feel condescending. The thing is, attraction thrives on a feeling of equality, even when there's an age gap. She doesn't want to feel like she is on the receiving end of constant lectures or like you re-evaluating her every decision. Younger women admire maturity, but they're allergic to feeling judged. It is a subtle line between sharing life lessons in an engaging way and coming across as a man who is trying to mold her. The difference? Storytelling. Instead of saying, "You shouldn't do that," try, "I remember when I was in your shoes, I learned something interesting." This turns the moment into a connection rather than a correction. Another thing that quietly kills attraction is when an older man stops investing in his appearance and energy. It is not about looking like you rate 25 again, it is about showing that you still care about presenting yourself well. When a younger woman sees that you're putting zero effort into grooming, dressing well, or keeping yourself in shape, she doesn't just think you're physically unattractive. She starts to wonder if you've lost your passion for life in general. Confidence is contagious, but so is neglect. And it is not just about clothes or fitness, it is about the vibe you give off. Are you engaged with the world? Do you seem curious, active, and alive? Or do you give the impression that you've checked out and are just coasting? Women are incredibly sensitive to this, and when they sense stagnation, the attraction starts to fade fast. The third thing many older men don't notice they're doing is overcompensating with money or status. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being generous or successful, but when it feels like you're trying to buy her interest, it signals insecurity instead of strength. Younger women might appreciate nice dinners or gifts, but they value emotional connection far more. When every interaction feels transactional, she starts to question your motives. Is he interested in me as a person, or does he just want the image of having a younger woman by his side? The most attractive older men are the ones who can provide without making it the centerpiece of their identity. They let generosity come naturally as an extension of who they are, not as a strategy to hold her attention. And then there is the 4th one, the silent killer of attraction that most older men never talk about: losing curiosity about her world. When you're from different generations, you might not understand her music, her slang, or her online culture, and that's okay. But when you show zero interest in trying, she'll start to feel like there's a wall between you. Curiosity is one of the most attractive traits a man can have, regardless of age. It shows humility, adaptability, and respect for her as an individual. When you take the time to ask about her interests, even if they seem foreign to you, you're showing that you see her as more than just a pretty face. And ironically, the more interested you are in her world, the more she'll be fascinated by yours. So, here as the truth, being an attractive older man to younger women isn't about competing with younger guys or trying to act like you Ray in your 20s. It's about amplifying the qualities that already make you unique: your confidence, your experience, your emotional depth, while avoiding the habits that quietly chip away at attraction. Don't lecture her, connect with her. Don't let yourself go. Show that you still care. Don't try to buy her attention. Earn it through presence. And never stop being curious about her, because curiosity is the bridge between your world and hers. If you found yourself recognizing some of these habits in your own behavior, that's actually a good thing. Awareness is the first step toward change. The most magnetic older men are the ones who are constantly learning, evolving, and challenging themselves. They understand that attraction isn't built on perfection, but on the energy you bring to the connection. And the beautiful part, once you stop these for habits, you'll not only become more attractive to younger women, but you'll also deepen your relationships with people of all ages. Thanks for watching Be Feminine. If you learned something valuable here, make sure to hit the like button. It tells YouTube this content matters and helps more people see it. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the insights that can transform your relationships. And in the comments, tell me which of these 4 habits do you think is the biggest turn off. Your answer might just inspire a future video. Until next time, remember, confidence isn't about age, it's about energy, and the right energy never gets old.